Well, good evening from Washington State. Um, Tonight we're going to be looking at predictions, but instead of looking local, which is all going to hell in a handbasket, we're gonna we're gonna take a look at a couple countries. We're gonna look at China, Russia, Ukraine, Japan, a couple others. We're gonna start out with Japan because hey, that's where I'd like to go. I'd like to go check out Japan. Um, so for the month of January, let's do a quick dive into this, and we're gonna find out what's gonna happen in Japan. Now, I've never been to Japan. I've never been to China. I've never been to Russia. I've never been to Ukraine. I've never been to Germany. I'm thinking I might throw Germany in there too. Um, I have no clue what the current situation is other than what I see on the news, and the news is so bad that it's pretty much worthless. Other than the drive-through that they did at the mall, I mean that's all I hear about Germany. So let's take a look. Let's start with Japan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the flag up there. There you go. All right. I hope that's the right flag. I'm not 100% sure. I really like it with the moon on top because that just looks really cool. So, all right, Japan. Let's rock and roll, folks. Page one. Now, Japan is an island nation. They have a very unusual a situation where everything's imported, and they, while a lot of the food is grown there, a lot of the resources aren't. So kind of a it's an interesting situation. Um, Japan is supposed to be a very cool place to visit. I've just heard rave reviews from all my friends who are lucky enough to go there. Um, I would like to go check it out myself. So um, let's take a look at. I can't look at current events, but what we're going to do is we're going to take a look to see what I see. So currently, it looks like some sort of political argument. So there's standard political argument about so this is government disagreement. What are they disagreeing on? Something to do with the citizens. I don't think it's healthcare. I think it's more in line of care. And I don't understand. Maybe it's not the health, but it's just the actual care. I mean, I don't know what that means. Um, so there's this one, armed forces. So something to do with the military. Now, I don't know much about the Japanese military. I do know they have specialty weapons, but I don't know to what extent. Um, I don't know what this disagreement is on the armed forces and the military. I mean, it's what? Why? What is this disagreement? It seems like they want to ramp up. Why would they want to ramp up? It's interesting. It's kind of like you have one side that is encouraging protection, and offensive action, and then you have the other side saying protection, protection, but defensive action. So basically, defense. Basically, instead of spending the money for a offensive military, we want to spend the money and defend. But being an island, that's kind of a, yeah, you know, politicians, you guys do your thing and make sure that it's in the best thing for your citizens. So whatever you guys decide is, hopefully it's the best thing for your citizens. So that's the government. That's just a government disagreement. Something to do with care, something to do with the armed forces, and then taxes. And I don't know what this one is. So it's kind of like they're trying to sneak in something with taxes. I wonder if that's crypto taxes. I'll bet you it's crypto taxes. They're trying to get something to allow the transactions to be monitored. But I mean, yeah, what government's not doing that, right? Wow, I nailed that one. All right. So we're gonna erase that real quick. I'm gonna just do limited time. So that's Japan. I'm gonna do one more page on Japan because I think there's something else coming up. Okay. Okay. So that's page one. That's the government. I guess my question is, Japan and drones. Now we know the drones here are basically military drones. There's more to it than that, but we know they're military. We know that the military is actively chasing something. So it's kind of a two-edged sword. Um, so my question is, are the drones in Japan, Sea of Japan? Okay. Okay, the other day we looked at the target was a temple on a little island outside of Japan mainland. And I'm trying to remember the name now, but it was a very interesting, beautiful temple. Uh, Extremely gorgeous. Um, Here we have a large island. It looks like a pretty good population and a lot of farmland, some industrial. My question would be is, would the drones of a military and non-military nation be there like they are on the west coast and east coast here? And the answer is yes. So now I don't know if it's military, and I don't know if it's I don't know if it's I don't know what the drone. So here's Japan. Of course, you guys, this is just a rough drawing. Here's that little island of crap, I can't remember. So I'm assuming this is the Sea of Japan. This is the Pacific. So there's a big fault line here, and so in the bay or in the ocean, south, that's east, southwest. So it'd be southwest of this little island. Let me tell you what that little island is before I get too crazy here. The island is target data. Doggone it. I can't find it. I'll find it. So, won't worry about it. Like I said, it's a little bitty island. Southwest of it, off the island. Let's go 50 to 100 nautical miles. We have two areas of concern. You know, you got your diesel subs out here. Little bastards are everywhere. But this is areas of concern. And I don't know why. I don't know why they'd be in the Sea of Japan. We got some out in the Pacific, but you have some here. So Japan's got drones. I don't know what they're looking at. I don't know why they're there. If somebody can answer that, it'd be kind of cool. All right. Last but not least, let's do picture real quick. Now, because I'm not a doom and gloom kind of guy, Japan has something coming up. So there's something exciting for so for whatever reason, there's something exciting in Japan, and it's going to draw a lot of attention. There's going to be like a buzz. Lots of media. So, okay, so whatever this is gonna be exciting. The Japanese are gonna love it. It's gonna hit all the major news outlets, and it's gonna be a big thing. And they're gonna react differently than we are for some whatever reason. They're gonna react differently than we are. I think we're gonna have it with fear and anger and I don't know, burn a couple cities, but they're gonna. It's something exciting for the younger generation, I guess I should say. It's not something you buy. It's something's gonna happen or is happening or is being released. Um, so it's gonna be a big deal at the beginning. And then, of course, as things go on, it's the sentiment's going to change, and you're going to get more rational thinking. And yeah, no, maybe so. So big deal in the beginning. Okay. God, I wish I could see what it is. There's going to be people stopping in the streets and trying to get whatever news they can. I'm hoping that your guys' news stations are a little bit better than ours. Ours just absolutely suck. So, cool. Japan, rock on. And, if somebody's got a yen or two floating around, just shoot it my way, because I'd like to put one up on my board of money. So, um, yeah, that's cool. Let me get a pic of that. Page 3. Wow. Okay. I could do Singapore. Man, I really don't want to do Russia, Ukraine, and China. Really don't want to do that. Let's do the and others. Let's go Germany, Singapore, and no, I'm not going to do Taiwan either. I'd like to, but no. So Germany and Singapore. Germany, riots, bad blood. The government chancellor. So something's happened, or will happen to the government chancellor. I think that's what they call him. I wonder if that's the person in charge. Anyways, a decision is made. Decision. D-I-S-I-O-N. Decision. Nope. D-I-C-I-S-I-O-N. Decision. A decision is made. And long-term effects. on migration, rights, and reaction to what's going on. So now the question is what's the decision? God, give me a sec. I gotta look that up. So while I'm sitting here looking up how to spell decision, DICIS. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. DICIS. Okay. He said, come on. Shun. Okay. Decision. So Germany is going to have, they currently have riots and bad blood between something, and I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is about, and I don't know how long it's been going on, or if it's even a big deal. I don't know how big this is, but the chancellor is working on long-term effects on migration, and because of this, so there's going to be a reaction, and over time it'll be brutal. Um, so you're going to have both sides of the coin standing up to what's going on, and the sad thing is there's no winners. None. So trying to see if there's something happy. Something about some sort of Christmas event where, so in the news, there's going to be a Christmas event. Oh, this must be for this year. There's going to be a Christmas event. A Santa saves somebody. All right, so I guess that's for this year. So you guys keep an eye out on your local news and see if you see this in one of the local channels. A Santa saves somebody, and it's either icy water. I think it's a car accident and icy water. I think it's icy water. So look for that. I want to know icy water. I want to know who the Santa is. Let's find that Santa. Let's give him 2 thumbs up. I don't know if he's Santa. I don't know what. I'm assuming Germans have the traditional Saint Nick and all that. But whoever he is gonna jump into some ball freezing water and save somebody and kid. I think a kid. I think it's a mom and a kid. A mom and a kid. Cool. Well, that's cool. I like that. All right. Singapore. Let's take a look at Singapore. I know absolutely nothing about this country. I know I have a friend from Singapore, and it's really cool. But to tell you the truth, I know absolutely nothing about Singapore. So I am going to wing it. That's too bad, Germany. Definitely not life threat, life ending, but it's just kind of too bad you got to go through the same crap. All right, so Singapore. Ah, new lease on major port. Changes. I don't know what that means. I don't know how many ports are there in Singapore. I don't know. Looking for I wonder if they're crypto. Let's look at their crypto. A New Year's coming up, so what are they going to do for crypto? Are they going to open it up? Are they going to lock it down? So crypto, they're going to tax, contain it. They're going to allow for access, but restrict it. I don't know what that means. How can you allow for access but restrict it? Why would they want to? Why would they want to? Why would they want to open it and then restrict it? Control. Okay, never mind. I get that. All right, let's look at something happy in Singapore. All right, so I'm getting a big market. Open air. And there's something happens and it spreads throughout whatever area this is. So a gathering. So it's a big open air market. So I'm looking at like industrial sections and living open air market, and it's in the shape of it's in a shape of like this. So you've got all these markets here, and kind of bottlenecks, and then branches out, and then does it's kind of like a tree. So, and then it's just a very distinctive looking market. Something's going to happen here. So it's an event, unplanned. And they're going to spread joy, I guess. Spread joy. So again, I think this is probably the end of the year, or maybe further into January. I don't have a date on this. It's just like it's going to build up. It's going to build up and then spread joy. The problem is the people. There's going to be too many. Well, shit. I wanted this to be happy. Okay, so people of Singapore, when this thing starts happening, do not crowd the streets. There's going to be too many people in the streets. Minimize. Stay on the outskirts. Watch and enjoy. Don't crowd. So the event's going to start out very joyful, and then there's going to be crowding, and the crowding is going to cause a little bit of chaos, and there will be some hurt. But if you guys control it and know ahead of time that you need to, maybe that maybe the law enforcement can recognize a spot, and they can kind of catch this, nip this in the bud. Not even nip it in the bud, just keep the people from crowding in. If we can just save one person, let's just save one person. All right. Yeah, don't make me emotional. Okay. It's a happy event, goddammit. Keep it happy. Singapore, rock on. Let's take a picture. I don't know much about these countries. Okay. If you guys can think of a country that you want me to look at, I'm okay with that. You just let me know. I can guarantee you that for the majority of the countries out there, I have no clue. I have no idea why the military does its things for any of these countries. And I am probably no help when it comes to discerning what's coming up. Oh, shoot. China or Russia or Ukraine? God damn it. Man, I really don't want to do China. Frickin' Russia. Alright. Russia and Ukraine. I don't even know what page I'm on. Let's just go page... Page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6. Russia and Ukraine. And I can't put both flags up here, so let's start with Ukraine. Alright, here we go. We're going to start with Ukraine. Okay. So Ukraine. Let's go, boys. Get this shit done. I know absolutely nothing about Ukraine. They're at war. One side's actively trying to kill the other. No, they're at war. They have an active. Um, they have an they have a nuclear reactor that is actively being targeted. Okay, so a targeted nuclear reactor. Okay, they have Chernobyl. And yes, Chernobyl is on my wish list. I would love to go see Chernobyl. That is probably one of the strangest things I would ever do, but man, I tell you, that would be amazing. Chernobyl. Um, the other thing I'd like to do is go tour the abandoned cities that's around there, and then go fishing in the cooling ponds. I'd like to go fishing in the cooling ponds. All right, so they're at war. Their nuclear reactor is targeted. They have Chernobyl. Okay, these are the things that I know. Let's see if I can find something happy. And let's look for something happy in Ukraine. Power grid. So, for whatever reason, temporary power. So, toward the end of the year, they'll have temporary power. And, wow, unlike me, my power lines are being shorted out as we speak. Currently, there's a bomb cyclone coming onto shore. And in Washington State, we have a funneling effect. So, the funneling effect will sweep out of the Cascades through a small pass and into the Seattle area. And it's not a big deal except for major power lines go through it. And I don't know if you can see it, but occasionally my power flickers. And what it is there are huge trees losing branches, and the branches are cross connecting across the wires, causing sparking and power loss and other things. There is probably a 50-50 chance I'm going to lose power. Um, That's anywhere from a day to, I don't know, 3 weeks. No big deal. Um, Anyways, it's nice to have power. So this is a good thing. They're going to have temporary power, and it looks like a medium-sized city. And I don't know how they're going to do it because the main lines are toasted, but they somehow get a secondary set. So maybe they all work together and then get a source up. But there's joy and happy and good tidings, and you got a lot of people making, joyous noise. So the good, happy Ukraine. They got temporary power. And it's only temporary because it's got to be replaced, and that's going to be a pain in the butt. What else? Talks. Fighting continues. And bigger weapons. So it looks like they're trying to. It looks like they're trying to increase the output from North Korea. So But if the talks continue, that's a good thing. Maybe the politicians can pull their head out of their ass. I don't know. I doubt it, but talks. What else? Happy Ukraine. Happy Ukraine. Gifting. Sometime in January, sometime in January, a big gift, a big something something to do with the not the economy, but the power grid. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what they're all happy about is they're gifted or oh, oh I got to make this quick. Uh, crap. So, anyways, they're going to get a big gift from a nation, and I can't see which nation is going to gift them with a big boost to. It's not self-defense. It's taking care of the people. So something to do with the people. And again, I think it has to do with the power grid. All right. So that's it for Ukraine. There's going to be some devastating stuff, but I'm not going to go into that because I don't feel like crying my eyes out. So we're gonna erase that, wash our hands, and back away. Okay. Nice. Russia. I have some interesting facts about Russia. I will not discuss interesting facts about Russia. I will not disclose them on the air, and I probably never talk about them. Interesting though, very interesting. They're solid citizens, and I don't know if that's a good thing or bad. I don't know, but they're solid. Um, so there's a long-range plan that he has in effect. I'm hoping it comes to a conclusion soon without the end result being messy. But the end result can be messy. But it doesn't have to be. So, on that note, have to be. Alright. So they have war. They're going to lose the power lost. And we're talking a major setback. They have a larger access to the Chinese market, so they can get it up and running faster, but it's going to be a big one, which is going to suck for a lot of people, especially in the winter. So let's hope let's hope that politicians can pull it together. So we're gonna just kind of put a pin in all that because we're looking for something happy. And Russia, happy. Big financial score. Something's going to happen to where Russia gains a large amount of money. I mean, either they're going to go after some of the North Koreans and jack all their ill-gotten gains, or they're going to go after um, some of the people that have been screwing over, the Russian citizens for years and years and years. I don't know. But there's going to be a big financial gain through the government. So, a lot of money coming in. This is for January. So that's going to ease the inflation. It won't stop it, but it's going to ease it a little bit. They're still screwed. But it's going to slow it down. You know what I mean? You guys, I know it would never happen. It would be interesting to talk to Putin. I mean, just to understand why. I mean, I know there's no way in hell, but it'd be interesting. Maybe a phone call. Yeah, no, not going to happen. All right, so they're going to have a big financial score, a lot of money. And I see US dollars. I don't see pallet loads like they did back in the Obama era. All right, what else? Let's look at Siberia. Something's going to happen in Siberia. Well, Siberia is huge. It's a scary place. It's a really scary place. There's some scary lakes there, and whatever ice cap was grinding on top of that created a lot of interesting features. All right, I got to do this quick. They're going to find something. They're going to find a huge stockpile, a huge accessible stockpile, easy access to this stockpile of a known needed material. I'm trying to see. I can't see where. Siberia. So somewhere in the, what is this? So the upper regions, and it's going to be shaped kind of like a triangle because of how it's laid down. They're going to be able to I think they're going to find it through an unconventional means. So they're going to find it through old lab reports and research. I wonder what the hell it is. If I remember right, that part of Siberia is granite, and it's been scraped. I don't know if there's any. There's got to be volcanic activity there that would bring up something, but I have no clue what it would be. There's an area that's going to look like a triangle that provides whatever this is. Everybody's going to be happy. Go Siberia. That's got to be one of the craziest places to live. All right, January. They're going to find a report, a bunch of reports. They're going to find this, whatever the hell they're looking for. Cool. And a big financial score. A lot of money. That's completely separate. And there will be US dollars in there, but I don't know what that's from. To me, it looks like a seized assets. But I don't think it's seized from the US. I think it's going to be seized from one of the outlying states. Somebody they're disagreeing with. The Russians go in and take it, or they... Yeah, because I see gold in there too. So it's got to be seized assets. But anyways, everybody's happy. Big financial score. A lot of money. Siberia. Easy access. Ooh, I better take a picture of that. All right. Crap. China. All right. As much as I'd like to leave China off the list. So there's going to be shutdowns. There's going to be blockages. But I can't see what it's due to. So the month of January. There's going to be a lot of festivity, but there's going to be some sort of shutdowns and blockages, but you're not going to hear about it. It's going to be hidden. Control. Minimize damage. So something's going to happen. and then there's going to be blockages, and then there's going to be a control effort. So there's going to be a real push to control. On top of that, they're going to expand aggression and data acquisition. I mean, we know they're ramping acquisition. They're ramping up digital warfare. Digital warfare. So that's a given. I mean, we know it's going to happen. We know that both China and U.S. are wonderful partners that work well together and believe that they need to maintain each other's status quo. Yeah, as bad as our government hides stuff, China is an amazing place. I'd probably never be allowed in there, but that's okay. And as much as I'd like to go see some of the sites, it's not going to happen. They're going to be ramping up aggressions. For January, they're increasing data acquisition and digital warfare. The drones and mech side is through the roof. So that's okay. What we're looking for is something happy. You know, it would be great if we could do nothing but happy views, but we can't. So I know what's coming is going to be friggin' ugly. But even amidst the ugliness, there will be some acts of beauty. So it's just sad that it has to happen in the first place. So, all right, so we're gonna look for happy. Yeah, at least my power's not flickering. Duck farmer. So there's going to be a duck farmer in the news. In January, there's going to be a duck farmer in the news in China. That does something extraordinary. Extraordinary. All right, TikTokers, this is your chance to shine. Or is it Weibo? Weibo? What you're looking for is a duck farmer. You're looking for him in southern. What is this? Eastern? Anyway, it's It's got steep hills. There's a city along a river, which is pretty much all of China. And down here in the flats is where it's at. It's not up in the hills. It'll be down here in the flats. So you're looking for a moderate-sized city. Agriculture out here in the flats. You got the city over here, industrial up here, and a duck farmer will do something amazing in the month of January, and it will be broadcast on many different platforms. So you're looking for the duck farmer. I want to know about the duck farmer. I'm hoping that I'm hoping it's truly extraordinary. You guys are going to need it. So wow. I got fighter jets. I got. Oh, I wonder if they got drones. Drones. So something happens to a fighter jet over mainland. Fighter jet over mainland. And I don't know if this is a drone incident or an unknown incident. Let's just say it's an unknown incident. This is unknown. I don't want to classify it as a drone incident, but we're just going to go with unknown. Big object. And the fighter jet loses power and something big happens, but I don't know. Big object. I'm not going to classify it as a drone. It's just a big object. This is the cool factor. Hopefully that hits the Weibo too. What else? A big event. So these guys got a big event as well. Something's released. I wonder if it's crypto. Wow, God, that would be cool. I wonder. So, I know China is making their own digital money. But if they tie it into crypto to make their digital money work the same, you know, I don't know enough about crypto to understand how they could do that. So I'm going to leave it to you brainiacs. But there's a big event coming up, and I am without a doubt hoping they're going to be opening up the crypto back up, because that would make my crypto very special. I actually have 999 999,999 coins of I made a token, Screaming Into the Night. It can be yours for, let's see, whatever your native currency is. There you go. You guys send me native money and I'll send you a digital token. And if the Chinese market opens up, then you can actually put it on your wallet. It'll be through the Stellar network. There you go. I've limited supply, man. I've only got 999,000. So get yours today. Anyways, duck farmer, fighter jet does cool things. there's a big event, something's released, and the rest of this is, that's just usual stuff. So I am hoping the best for you guys out there, and I want you all to have a Merry Christmas and have a good New Year's. Um, for the people that get their power back on, I'm really excited for you. I know what that's like. It's always exciting. For the people that are going to branch into crypto, hold on to your wallet. I've lost so much money, but then again, I made a lot too, so it works out okay. And Japan, one day I will be able to walk your streets. I don't know when, but one day. So here's looking at you guys. You all have a nice nice holiday. So I will catch you later on the next big prediction. Take it easy.